Hey everybody, I'm Asian Funk and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to the Berkeley Comic-Con again, and today's different because Erik Larsen is the guest artist. Very excited about that, and I cannot wait for him to check out the books I brought for him to sign. So let's go check it out.
It's 98 variant.
That's a variant?
I think it's the original.
Box lids are.
How much? Like 300?
270.
Keep carrying them.
Yeah. So I just got back from the Berkeley Comic-Con and I had a blast. It was my third time going to it, and I think it's just gotten better every time. What? What do you want? Come here. You want to eat? Come here. Come on. Come on. Say hi. Let's say hi to everybody. Come here. Oh. Hello. Hello. This is Biscuit. He hasn't made an appearance in a while. Oh, look at this boy. Okay, are we done? All right. All right. That was fun, huh? Did you like that? And what made this con kind of special was that the guest artist was Erik Larsen, and he's responsible for drawing the cover to my first comic book ever. It's also really cool to just see what else people bring to have him sign. I saw people carrying action figures, game systems. While I was waiting in line, it was cool to kind of just see him set up. He had brought some of his personal prints, as well as some Savage Dragon action figures, I think, for sale. But he was alone. It was just him, which was totally cool. It felt really intimate. You didn't have someone breathing down your neck or like a bouncer, watching your every move, which is kind of what happens when you're at a bigger con.
I think I saw these on Twitter.
Yeah, that'd be me. Now, for those of you who don't know who Erik Larsen is, he's known for creating Savage Dragon, but he has done a lot of work for Marvel. But, of course, you got to get Savage Dragon #1 signed right there. And if you watch my previous video on me outlining where I wanted to sign, he signed exactly where I wanted. It's great. The condition's actually really good. This book doesn't go for too much. There was no CGC witness there, so all of these will not be slabbed, but it doesn't matter. These are just for me, so I'm very happy with this. It's all about the memories, man. The second book I got signed by him is the Amazing Spider-Man 346. Pretty awesome cover of Venom, the signature right there. I just really like this all dark background cover with Spider-Man in the eyes. I tried to have him sign it over this little smudge here. I guess I didn't have the box close enough to it, or he didn't quite make it, so my goal was to have his signature cover the smudge so that you wouldn't see it, but you know, it's still there, but whatever. Still love it. The next book I had him sign was The Amazing Spider-Man 345. And this is, like I said in my last video, the first comic book I remember ever owning. And so I was very excited to find out that Erik Larsen drew the cover for this, and I was like, I'm having to sign this thing. Plus, it's a really great pose, awesome yellow background, and he even signed it not on Boomerang's face, who is this guy right here. The box was basically right over him, and I was like, I don't care if it gets covered up, but he didn't cover him up because Erik Larsen is a professional and he knows where not to sign. This will definitely be in my personal collection forever. And finally, my prized item from the con is a sketch by Erik Larsen. You might have seen this on my Instagram. I did post this. How sick is that sketch? He was charging $60 for a shoulder to head sketch, and then I think $250 for a full body. But yeah, there was a point in the afternoon where I only saw one or two people at his table, and I was like, I should go, I want to maybe chat with him, ask him a question or two. So I go up, and one of the guys in front of me had been asking him questions like, what's your favorite character to draw? What's the thing you don't like to draw? What's your least favorite thing to draw? Stuff like that.
I like drawing Angel when she was super cartoony looking. That was fun. But, my characters keep aging, so eventually they grow out of their super cartoony look. I'm drawing webbing, I'm drawing bushes, I'm drawing endless buildings or whatever. But it's not something you're sitting there going, oh, how does this go? How do I figure this out?
I wasn't necessarily listening to what he was saying because I was more interested in how he was drawing. I basically stood next to him, like right behind his shoulder, and just watched him draw for like 10 minutes. Now you're probably wondering, did you even buy anything? Why do you even go to a con, bro, if you're not gonna buy any books? I did buy some books, bro. And this is a book that I'm aware of it, but it was not on my list. It wasn't something I was looking for. I just happened to see it as I was flipping through a box. It is the Batman with Robin, the Teen Wonder, number 232. This is the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, who is this guy. He is a pretty popular Batman villain. This book is usually up on a wall. I have never seen this book in a box before. This cover is so clean that I questioned what was wrong with it. Like, I'm not really a stickler for like perfect conditions and stuff, but I saw this and then I looked at the price and it said $100. I've seen prices around $250 to $300. Like raw, so raw means not slabbed or encapsulated, and even more if it is. And when the vendor saw I was holding on to it, he was like, "Oh, actually, let me tell you about this book." And I was like, "Okay, here we go. This is where he tells me where it's like it's missing like 15 pages, or it's like in a different language or something." But the guy tells me that the back cover has some water damage on it, and he proceeds to take the book out of the sleeve and show me. And I didn't think the water damage was that bad. I mean, it is noticeable, but I really appreciate that he told me that. And as I guess my face was kind of like, like I showed like I was disgusted or something. He was like, "Oh, but I can knock down like $20." So he offered me this book for $80. And then me being the low ball king was like 75. And the guy was like, "Sure." And there were like 3 or 4 other people around me being like, "I'll pay you $80 for the book," because I guess they knew how valuable this book was. They would pay more for it. And also the other thing that the vendor pointed out was that there's a crease here, but you don't even really notice it because most of the background of this book is kind of like in a weird texture, or the design is kind of like a sketch, so you don't really see it. I didn't even, you still can't see it, really. No one would have noticed that unless I pointed it out. That's how clean this book is. So yeah, super excited to own this. Wasn't even looking for it, but yeah, the deal was too good to pass up, so this was my purchase of the day for sure. That's my Hall/Berkeley Comic Con experience. I'm definitely gonna go to the one in November for sure. Hopefully they can get another pretty cool artist. If not, I'm still gonna go. I always have a good time there. So anyway, yeah, if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.